Hello guys, and welcome back to the Architect of Life. Hope everyone has had a productive week and is staying safe in these unprecedented times. So today, the topic of conversation, even though I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys at the same time, it is about BC. Now what is BC, you may ask? Well, I like to call BC before Corona. Yes, before Corona. Coronavirus has a massive impact on how we live our lives, and it has also formed and reshaped society in itself in very numerous ways. So today I'm going to be talking about a few ways it has affected and how, obviously relating to the topic of conversation, creative side, and the built environment, and how we can maybe find ways to adjust to this crazy world we're living in at the moment. So before I'd like to start, I'd like to say, for all you coffee lovers, this is not an ad, by the way, but you know, gotta help people out. Pret are doing subscription service on coffee. Yes, I know. You can get up to 5 coffees a day, and yeah, the first month is free, so who doesn't love a free coffee, you know what I mean? So all you coffee lovers, to fill your blood through with coffee, you got the flat whites, you got the Americanos, you can even get the smoothies. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much on that, but this is not an ad, by the way. Just thought I'd give you guys a helping hand. But yeah, so back to the topic of today. We have number 1, networking and downtime. So before coronavirus, I used to love networking, and I still do, and it's something that is critical for the creative industry itself, and especially architects, as it opens so many doors when you're looking for job applications, or just finding like-minded individuals to kind of discuss different things. So networking is crucial. How this is affected, obviously we can't go to networking events, and there is online networking events, but I feel like with online networking events you can't really get that gauge for how a person is, how you can read a person, I just don't think it's as effective as if it was at an actual event. But we're in these times, so we just got to learn to adapt. So a couple of things I would probably say is try and make a community online. Something what I'm trying to do now, just trying to speak to like-minded individuals, which I've got some exciting things coming in the pipeline. So but yeah, we'll keep that under wraps for the time being. But yeah, so yeah, just try and make a community online, maybe host live events, and then just try and it's very cliche in that respective, because you can't, it's better to do stuff face to face, but that's how we can adapt to that. And then obviously on the back of that you got downtime. I've put this in the same category as networking can be a sense of downtime in certain elements, but it can also be a tedious task that kind of it kind of turns into a job in itself, really. But obviously you've got other things like other ways as a creative, especially ways you can kind of channel your creative juices in other avenues. Or maybe just going to the gym and just stimulating your mental, because mental health is crucial for creatives, and that's every sector in that respective. But yeah, so downtime is crucial, and it is harder now that we can't go to the pub or go to the gym, but try and find ways how we can adapt to maybe just go for walks and explore the city a bit more. So things like that, really. So yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, this one's mainly if you're in an office environment, or was in an office environment before we got told to work from home. Office life is very crucial. especially in, let's say, an architect firm. My firm was a small firm, so it was kind of all like a family really. So in that perspective, going to work was really, really good. I enjoyed it, and it's not just you get to talk to like-minded individuals, kind of like with the networking thing, but it's not really as pressured as much. And obviously that's obviously good for you to speak to other people, and it stimulates other conversations as well within the office space. Obviously, due to being working from home, that is quite difficult. I know my brother, his workplace, I think it was every Friday, like probably like an hour just before they would all finish, they would do like different quiz nights, or play a game where someone would shout out an item or something, and then they would all scramble around their houses to try and find this item. So little things you can do just to try and just up the morale of the office life really. And it's something that but I do, on that being said, I do think that trying to return to some form of normality is going to be quite difficult, and because obviously everyone has their own views on corona, so some people might actually fear for their life going back to work, which is understandable. But then there's other people who it's kind of like keep calm and carry on mentality, which is kind of the mentality that I kind of have. But obviously that these two kind of ideologies can clash. But I do think it should be more towards maybe like the 70-30 or even 50-50 in some respects. The time you work from home and go into the office, and obviously this will have an implication on the rental of the office space as well, unless your company owns the space. Maybe find ways how they could utilize these spaces in other avenues while people aren't at work, or I don't know, like co-living and co-working environments has become very popular. Obviously it's probably dipped now that coronavirus has happened, but that was kind of the new trend that was coming up. But I will talk about different trends in another video, because there's so many and they do just go around very, very fast. So yeah, that is number 2. Number 3, this one, it is very hard. It is very hard. But it's just one of the things that happens. As a uni student, this is more catered to, and this is making friends on your course. Now, with my course, we are in 1 day a week, which is good, so you do get to speak to other people. However, you can't get to see the whole year group as a whole to make friends. You are kind of segregated into your studio, and even within that, not everyone does turn up in the studio, so it's kind of hard to make friends unless it's like a pen pal friend. That you actually are on the same course, but might not be in the same country or state if you're American. Don't know why I said state, but the presidential election's been on, so that's probably why I said it. But yeah, it is hard to make friends. Only way I can suggest and kind of help that is probably by I don't know, just joining societies. Like just before Corona, when they had the tiered lockdown, obviously I'm in Liverpool, so we were in tier 3. We did still have opportunity to go to do activities. So so that could be a way for you to make friends. But even then, it is difficult. But yeah, you just gotta find ways around this, guys. And friends do, especially uni friends, they tend to stay around for longer, and because obviously you're kind of all heading in the same direction in terms of career goals and stuff like that. So that is something that is going to be quite difficult with this whole corona pandemic going on. But yeah, now this one is the most daunting. So you're in 3rd year, you just finished, or you've just finished your masters, or you may have been made redundant. The job market. What can I say? Obviously 2000 and 2008 recession, that the crash Obviously I wasn't in a professional job or really working at the time, so I didn't really feel the whole impact of this. However, I can see how hard it is for people to find jobs, and it's especially hard now because it's not just that the economy is messed up, but it's also that the whole thing of this pandemic, which is actually stopping, is created another kind of element of the crash of the job market, because you can't necessarily go into an office and people can't really gauge who you are as a person, and it's trying to find creative ways how you adapt to that and try and sell yourself as a person, really. So the job market, in certain elements it's good, and I've heard stories of people getting promoted and stuff like that with this whole pandemic going on. But on the flip side, people are losing their jobs, and that is very, very sad to hear, and it's hard to find jobs also. So in terms of getting of things you could do, maybe it's just really, you've got to find creative ways. I know it's hard and it's easier said than done. And for me to say, obviously I'm still, I'm back at university, so I haven't really got that pressure. And obviously people have bills to pay and stuff like that. But all I can say is just good luck to everyone out there. Time is the biggest healer, as they say. And what's the saying? Bad times don't last. No. Can't remember what the saying is. I think it's bad times don't last, bad people. No, hard times don't last, hard people do. Or something like that. You know, I like to throw in a bit of a quote here and there, even though I haven't done it in my previous videos. But if you know me as a person, you'll know I love a quote, me. But yeah, even though I couldn't remember that one. But yeah. Number 4, oh my goodness, travel. Now, if you know me, and a lot of the UK or around the world, we love to travel. We love to travel, and it is very, very crucial as an architect to travel to different places and see the urban fabric of different places, different architecture, different inspirations, the culture, boom, bang, bosh, the music, everything, yeah? And now it's been taken away from us. What can we do? What can we do? There's nothing we can do at the moment apart from potentially, obviously, after this lockdown, I would say explore more of the place you are in at the moment. So if you're in England, maybe go to more nature reserves or the Peak District, the Lake District. I might do a video. That's a good idea. I might do a video on different architectural, not phenomenons, but art phenomenons. Is that right? I don't know. But yeah, different architectural places of interest. So yeah, that is something that that can be done. The fact that we can't travel to different countries, but just explore more, and just, you know, because we're kind of stuck in this fast-paced environment all the time, and to be able to just explore things around you a bit better can just open up your eyes, and it is very crucial for development, really. And just it can obviously help loads of independent places. So visit independent bars, independent shops, travel up and down the country, you know. You know, not the cliche, just go to London and go to Shoreditch, but, you know, like, just go to the mountain range, go to Wales maybe, you know, go to climb some mountains, and if you don't like that type of thing, then, you know, there's art galleries, there's tons of things you can do. So guys, I'll just try and say, just keep our heads up and we can get through this. But yeah, I'm not touching too much on Corona itself, but mainly just ways how it's changed us, and, you know, how we can adapt to, really. So yeah, yet again, if you would like to like and subscribe, that would be great. Any ideas you do have for videos, please put it in the comment section below. And yeah, until then, have a good week, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.